Yeah, firstly, I've come alongside some of my colleagues, so I'll make reference to my right-hand man, Bijou Mohammed, who's co-lead for the learning team, and Dr. Ruslan Offord, who is our really esteemed colleague and clinical psychologist. And yeah, firstly, just to say thank you so much to Diverse Cymru for everything that you've done in supporting us over the last few years, and we're really honoured actually to receive the Bronze Award. But we still very much see this as the start of our journey as a service in what we can be doing to improving access for individuals from all different backgrounds, and making sure that the support that we're providing individuals is personalised for that person and for their relatives as well. Unfortunately, we know there are so many barriers that exist that result in reduced rates of awareness, investigation and referral for specialist assessment for those from ethnic minority communities who develop cognitive decline. And we also know that unfortunately those from ethnic minority communities are at much higher risk of developing dementia, but unfortunately that these individuals are also those that are less likely to receive early support, and therefore their diagnoses are often later in the disease trajectory when their care needs are greater, and also when the impact for intervention may be less. So yeah, over the course of the last 18 months, the ongoing support of Diverse Cymru and particularly Charles, thank you very much, has been really invaluable, and the Cultural Competency Certification Scheme has provided us a real focus as a service as to what we can be doing, reviewing our policies and procedures and making sure that we're catering to the needs of all people within the city. Charles asked me to give a brief description about what we've done and also what our plans and intentions are for moving forward. So what have we achieved to date? Well, firstly, we've worked really closely with Diverse Cymru in ensuring that all of the staff within our team have received cultural competency awareness training, and our management team continue to ensure that all new members to the team are also receiving that cultural competency training. We've added calendars covering important religious festivals and cultural dates to our staff notice boards. We routinely ask that all new referrals to the service, we get information from the referrer about an individual's first language and whether or not an interpreter will be needed at the point of assessment. We've also ensured that all of the individuals that are assessing people in clinic have been trained in using culturally appropriate cognitive screening tools, because we know that a lot of tools that are currently in use are very westernised and are not appropriate for people from different ethnic minority communities. So all members of our team have been trained in using the RUDAS through a workshop that we ran internally. We've also ensured that our clinical administrative team offer the support of an interpreter where English is not the first language to patients and their relatives. And diversity and equality has been added to our rolling agenda at our bi-monthly business meetings, and we've also developed a specific diversity focus group who are also meeting on a bi-monthly basis to drive forward this agenda and make sure that we're making positive changes within the team and the structure of the service. We've conducted 2 service evaluation projects looking at population need and specifically looking at the barriers that those from ethnic minority communities may experience when coming to our service. One of those prizes was we received a national award for as well, and we're hoping to build on the information that we've received on that in shaping our service delivery. We do provide information translated in a variety of languages from Alzheimer's Society resources where it's appropriate, but there's something Charles and I have talked about in terms of building our own repertoire of material within the team itself. And we've been reaching out to different community groups to have the opportunity to discuss the role of the team and how we can support individuals. And our next engagement event is due on the 8th of November. I think it's probably important that I also reflect on the kind of the limitations that we have in terms of being in an ever pressured and resource limited NHS. Unfortunately, we know particularly for individuals where English is not their first language, where it's more difficult to conduct a cognitive assessment, we may need more extensive neuropsychological assessment through the support of our psychology colleagues. And unfortunately, underfunding in psychology posts remains an issue, and that's something that we continue to advocate for in terms of future funding to make sure that we can access that very valuable resource. And in addition, as a service, we've managed to support individuals through our memory link workers who provide proactive support in the community. But as yet, we don't have a specific BAME community support worker, and that's something again that we'll continue to advocate for funding moving forwards. So I've sort of emphasised there's still very much more that we strive to do to accomplish as a service, equitable access for all individuals regardless of their ethnicity or background. So in terms of our future plans, we're looking at developing a standardised questionnaire so that we can assimilate routine data about individuals' background in terms of first language, ethnicity, and also gender identity. We've been reviewing local census data, and our team are in the process of developing a diversity board, which is going to be within the corridor in which we work, which is going to have really important information for members of the team to draw on in terms of the demographics of the population that they're serving on a locality basis, as well as some really important sort of cultural awareness resources. Management have continued to commit to ensuring that all of our staff receive formal accreditation through the Diverse Cymru scheme, and we'll continue to have those bi-monthly focus group meetings to drive forward that agenda of change. We've been linking with local and national groups, and we're building on work with HEIW and Dementia Friendly Cardiff to make sure that our work is aligned and is also culturally competent in their regards also. And we're established or in the process of establishing a service user group, and we're going to try and make sure that that is as reflective as possible of the community that we're serving. And we have very strong intentions on inclusion with future community engagement events and working alongside our Cymru. Thank you very much.